And welcome to update 1 on Tropical Storm Yagi, Philippine named Dante, and it's currently with winds of 40 miles per hour, pressure of 996 millibars, and with a position 21.2 north, 132.3 east as of 3 PM UTC on June the 9th. Here's the track for it. Expected to be a tropical storm, remain as a weak to moderate tropical storm before weakening into a tropical depression as it approaches the coast of Japan. Looking at the sea surface temperatures, you can see that the water levels fade off, the water temperatures fade off rather quickly as the storm progresses north, but it will still be able to support a tropical storm, at least for the time being, with temperatures of around 26 degrees or above where the storm is currently located. You can see that at 28 degrees was the highest in the region where Yagi is at the moment. Here's the current satellite imagery. You can see the centre of the storm heading towards perhaps the north-northeast at the moment. Not going too quickly at the moment, but it is heading towards the northeast, slowly towards Japan, out over open waters at the moment. And you can see over to the western side there isn't as much cloud cover, so that's good news for the Diato Islands in Japan. Probably won't see much in the way of effects from this storm apart from perhaps some whip currents and high waves along the shorelines. As for mainland Japan, there may be some flooding concerns as the storm nears, especially if it slows down or comes pretty close to land as it slowly weakens and eventually dissipates on the forecast track in around 2 to 3 days time. But it does appear that wind speeds will probably not be that much of an issue in Japan or anywhere else for that matter where the storm is likely to be heading. Looking at the world tropics at the moment, of course, we have extratropical storm Andrea, which is currently near Newfoundland at the moment, and then is expected to move out into the northern Atlantic Ocean, out into open waters, and of course Yagi, which is currently out in the Pacific Ocean, not affecting any areas at the moment, and roughly east of the part of the sea between the Philippines and Taiwan, and south of the Japanese islands, of course. There it is on the satellite imagery of the Pacific Ocean. Elsewhere in the Pacific, it doesn't seem as if any other storms are likely to form any time soon for the time being. Let's take a look at 2013 compared then. 2 storms so far. Yagi is the second one to reach tropical storm status, and that is the second one. No typhoons yet, and it's still quite a way until we reach the 2010 lowest amount of storms, which was 14. That's the lowest on record at the moment, but I'm quite confident that 2013 will get close to that, because they usually do. The Pacific really gets ramped up during August and September. Don't forget that you can keep up to date with this storm on the website, force13.com/stormtracking.html, and of course elsewhere on the web, Facebook and Twitter. You can stay up to date with anything that goes on, any information that's required with warning information and all that stuff online somewhere, whichever you prefer. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with the storm and indeed any future storms that happen to occur. There'll be another update on Yagi and of course extratropical storm Andrea in the bulletin later this evening. That would be early hours of the morning on Monday the 10th of June.